Everyone has something they're afraid of. For Stone, it was ending up alone. For Emmett, it was losing control. For Sailor, it was curly fries. But there comes a time for all of us to face our fears. Lilac was preparing to face her fears today as she sidled up to April while they were both on their break.
Hey, April,
Lilac said.
can we talk?
We're talking right now.
I know, I just mean,
You feel awkward that you overheard my and Emmett's conversation a few weeks ago, and you want to clear the air.
um, yes, actually. I mean, how did you.
I have eyes everywhere.
You mean the security cameras?
Look, Lilac. Can I call you Lilac?
That's my name, yes.
I don't like you.
What?
You rolled in here all high and mighty, and you got yourself all tangled up in my business. My business is my business.
Look, April, I wasn't trying to.
Gangway.
Huntley said as he rushed by, awkwardly lugging a large ladder with him.
Huntley, what are you...
Who you gonna call?
Emmett, probably. I mean, you look like you're about to break something.
You're supposed to say Ghostbusters.
I'm with Lilac. Hayes, what are you doing with that thing?
You remember last night how I stayed late to help put some cases away in the other building?
No, I was clocked out, and I don't think about any of you when I'm not getting paid.
You mentioned that, yeah.
Well, I saw something. Something life-changing. A sign from the beyond.
Lilac and April exchanged looks.
No offense, Huntley.
What the does that mean?
Well, you know how Sailor and I have always thought this place was haunted?
Well, this is an old building, so I guess I can see you hearing stuff.
No, Lilac. I both heard, saw, and tasted something.
I'm oddly intrigued, but mostly terrified by where this is heading.
Out of the corner of my eyes, I saw somebody in white. I heard a laugh. I whirled around to face them, tripped over some boxes, and almost fell.
Probably the least surprising part of this story.
Then I pulled out my vape to take a hit,
I stand corrected.
and the puff I took, vanilla flavored.
So,
So, my vape isn't vanilla flavored.
April and Lilac weren't convinced.
Huntley, what's the ladder for?
I'm gonna put up a camera to catch the ghost.
How do you know the ghost will appear on camera?
It's not like it's a vampire.
Right, because vampires aren't real. Not to mention, ghosts aren't real.
That's what the government wants you to think.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what logic wants you to think.
Logic's overrated. Look, Sailor's helping a sales rep right now. I just need to grab some evidence so that when he's finished, I can prove to him that our suspicions are true.
Why not do it with him?
I don't want to get his hopes up.
Huntley, is there a chance that you're more invested in this than Sailor is? Hold on, I don't care. Do what you want. Just don't break anything.
April exited the break room. Lilac sighed and glanced at Huntley.
You promise this will be quick?
Pinky promise.
Fine, I'll help. And don't say pinky promise. You sound like you're trying to lure me into a van.
Meanwhile, Sailor, Emmett, and Stone were working on getting some deliveries into the store.
How'd it go with Maya, Sailor?
Pretty good. We'll have those liquors in next week.
All of them?
Well, most of them. I have a list upstairs.
Good work, Sailor. I've got to say, since you got back from vacation, your efficiency has been through the roof.
What can I say? Laryngitis and a near-death experience with coconuts will do that to you.
I take it you're still unwilling to elaborate on that.
Yes.
Suddenly, April came over the speakers.
Ghost hunting help up front? We need ghost hunting help up front.
Stone, Emmett, and Sailor glanced at each other.
I'll go investigate.
Sounds good, Emmett.
Emmett exited. Sailor went back to work until he noticed Stone staring at him.
What?
Nothing. It's just. Emmett's right. You've been different since you got back.
I'm just more focused. That vacation was a lot.
Griff told me you called him.
What? He shouldn't have.
He didn't say what you talked about. He just said you'd called him. Sailor, are you okay?
I'm fine, Stone. Now, if you don't mind, I'd better get back to work.
As Sailor pushed a ham truck upstairs, Stone shook his head.
You're right to be worried.
Linus emerged from the shadows.
Linus, how long were you?
Sailor's acting like me.
What, self-important?
Focus, which is normally a good thing. But with him,
Linus sighed.
keep an eye on him, Shriven. Now you really should get back to work.
Meanwhile, upstairs, in the other building, Huntley was on top of the ladder, which Lilac was holding steady.
I've almost got it.
No, you really don't.
I'm manifesting, Lilac.
Try manifesting with a bigger ladder next time, Huntley. I mean, this is dangerous. You're going to get hurt.
Once I prove that the Baker ghost is real, I can...
Baker ghost?
Yeah, this building used to be a bakery. Why do you think my vape pod turned into a vanilla pod?
Wait, it didn't just taste like it. The pod actually changed flavors?
Yes, Lilac. Keep up.
Huntley, if your vape pod changed flavors, wouldn't it stand to reason that it is just a different pod?
Of course it's different, Lilac. The ghost transformed it.
No, I'm saying, let me see it.
Huntley sighed.
If it would get you to believe me, sure.
Huntley descended the ladder and took out the vape. Lilac gently took it, removed the pod, and inspected it.
Yeah, this isn't your pod.
How do you know?
Because it has written on it, Sailor. You two both charge your vapes downstairs, right? You must have picked his up by accident.
But Sailor hates vanilla. And curly fries. The curly fries part isn't relevant. I just think it's funny.
Right, but that's his handwriting, right? Also, what? Curly fries?
It is his handwriting, and yes, the curly fries thing is hilarious. So, what does that mean? The ghost isn't real? If anything, this proves that Sailor's being influenced by a malevolent spirit, being made to smoke vapes he hates, and...
Huntley and Lilac up front, please. Huntley and Lilac up front.
Come on, Huntley.
Lilac put a hand on Huntley's shoulder.
Let's see what they have to say.
Lilac and Huntley found Emmett and April waiting for them at the front register.
April, you snitched?
God, no. I just asked Emmett a very important question.
Huntley, the other building was never a bakery.
What? But April, you said...
What May told me from back when she worked here. Turns out, surprising no one, that Cellar crew didn't know what they were talking about.
You were seeing things, Huntley. Maybe something you wanted to see?
No. If I wanted to see something, I would see something fun. Like puppies. Not a ghost. Something's wrong here. Sailor would never smoke a vanilla vape. He always said that was the fastest way to get him to quit smoking.
Everyone exchanged looks.
This is embarrassing.
A bit, yeah.
And infuriating.
What? Why?
Sailor!
Before anyone could stop him, Huntley pushed past some customers towards Sailor, who was carefully filling a display.
Oh, hey, Hunts. What's going on?
Why didn't you tell me you were quitting smoking?
I mean, do I really have to answer that?
Of course. We're best friends.
Best friends don't have to share everything.
What is this, Sailor? You're quitting vaping? You're doing your job? You keep bringing up a near-death experience with coconut? You love coconut.
Coconut does not love me, apparently.
You're changing, Sales.
Yeah, and you're not.
Huntley and Sailor exchanged looks, and then Huntley whirled around and stomped off, leaving Sailor behind to glance after him, conflicted. Lilac, April, and Emmett watched from the register.
Wow, that was really something. Do you think we should?
No. We spent way too much time at this store talking about our feelings lately. Let's just do our jobs for once.
Emmett marched off, and Lilac and April glanced at each other.
So,
Yeah.
fine. I'll make a temporary truce with you.
A truce from what?
We'll work together to get Huntley and Sailor to be friends again. You don't have to twist my arm.
I'm literally not.
Look, Lilac, if there's one thing I love, it's negativity. That being said, I think Sailor and Huntley being out of whack is really going to mess with my whole shtick. So do you want to help them or not?
Lilac sighed.
Yeah, sure.
Today, the Cellar crew faced their fears and were found wanting. Only time would tell if they would be able to overcome their respective issues to come together, or if their fears would tear them apart.